the news, Chinese government denies funding militants to access Nigerian mineral resources. KOGI NDE commences registration for unemployed persons. Cases of unemployment rises in United Kingdom. Liverpool claims first league win in 5 games. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Confluence State of Nigeria. I am Joshua Adenoy. Thanks for joining us. The Chinese government has denied funding militants to access mining sites in Nigeria. In a statement, the Chinese embassy in Nigeria described a report by the Times of the United Kingdom insinuating terrorism financing in Nigeria by the Chinese government as irresponsible. It noted that it will never be involved in any form of terrorism financing, knowing the implication. The report dated April 15, 2023, entitled Chinese bribed Nigerian militants for access to vast mineral resources, claimed that Beijing could be indirectly funding terror in Nigeria. However, the Chinese embassy said the report is unverified, unclear, and unproven information, and expressed dissatisfaction to such publication. The National Directorate of Employment, NDE, has commenced registration of all unemployed persons across the 21 local government area of Kogi State. A statement by the state NDE coordinator, Ibrahim Amos in Lokoja, explained that the registration commenced on Monday and will end on Friday, the 21st of this month. It noted that the registration exercise will hold at the NDE State Office at number 2, Nathaniel Ajidi Road off Ganaja Village Road, Gadumo, between 9 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the evening daily for those within Lokoja and its environs. Those in local government areas are to approach their respective council secretariat with the local government area and NDE desk liaison officers. The statement urged all unemployed persons in Kogi State to take advantage of the opportunity to get registered, noting that the exercise was aimed at getting full statistics of the unemployed in the country and to make proper job plans for them. It also advised targeted persons to come along with their biodata, including phone number, National Identification Number (NIN), Certificate of State of Origin, skills previously acquired, and employment preference, among others. The House of Representatives member-elect for Ajaokuta Federal Constituency in Kogi State, Sani Abdurrahim, has again held iftar with the people of his constituency in Ajaokuta. The iftar, which is the breaking of fast, attracted Muslims and non-Muslims who are residents and indigenous people of Ajaokuta. In their commendations, they said Ramadan is gradually coming to an end and encourage Muslim faithful to remain steadfast through their worship and maintain relationship with Allah by doing the right things at all times. The people who gathered in their numbers appreciated Abdurrahim for continually carrying out acceptable acts in the Islamic world during Ramadan. Let's join our reporter for the detail.
Before the commencement of the iftar, the people took time to offer prayers to Allah at the residence of Sani Abdurrahim in Ajaokuta, a man many described as a rare gift to the people, especially those at the grassroots.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
A manager of operations at Ajaokuta Steel Company, Shehu Aliu, said the importance of iftar cannot be overemphasized in Islam, stressing that it attracts abundant rewards from Allah. While heaping praises on Abdurrahim for his kind gesture towards the people, Shehu advised him to always carry the people along in his scheme of things when he is finally sworn in.
Surely it's very, very fantastic. Our noble leader, he's a great leader, a leader of generosity, a leader of kind, all people within and outside Ajakuta territory. So we appreciate him. Prayer is, as he comes to this seat, he should always consider his people, those who voted him into power. Always, whatever he's doing, you have to remember his people. That yes, I have a constituency, and this constituency, they are the people who brought me to this seat. It should be considered any and every agreement time. Whoever asks his assistant, he should please ready to assist that particular person.
Also speaking, the Vice Chairman of the All Progressive Congress, APC in Ajaokuta, Engineer Yusuf Yakubu Ocheja, emphasized that Abdurrahim is a man of the people, stressing that he has always been there for all and sundry.
You can see the number of people that turned here today. It's not as if we informed them from morning. We just informed them within a space of time, and they are here. It's an indication to tell you that such a person is the man who is on ground, is a homeboy, so to say. You understand? As a homeboy, if he needs his people, he gets them, at a snap of his finger. And that's exactly what you see here tonight. He is so very loving to each and every one of us. In fact, the last election indicates that he's somebody who is on ground. You understand? At a particular time, when the election was coming to a close, quite a number of people who thought that they were on the other side, they started coming back home. You understand? So it gives us the mind that yes, we have even done it ever before the election itself came. And by the special grace, we are ever ready to go with him to wherever he wants to be.
Similarly, the women leader of NASFAT in Ajaokuta, Blikis Ozigi, and an elderly man at the iftar, Shaibu Oyere, commended Sani for feeding others and pray Allah to replenish him on all sides.
Ibrahim Sani has been a philanthropist, and he has been doing a lot of things for the community in his constituency. And in recent times, that he won the last election into the Federal House of Representatives. So he has been doing this iftar every year. And we thank God that this year again he's doing it. And my prayer for him is that he will never lack. At any point in time, wherever he takes money from to spend in the ways of Almighty Allah, Almighty Allah will always double or triple it for him. Because he is doing what Almighty Allah wants. He's feeding the poor, feeding the orphans, feeding the needless, the helpless people. So because of that, he will continue to soar higher and higher, inshallah.
Already, he has made it all right with all peoples, what they have been doing. And prayer when we are offered, here, listening, brothers, national prayers, order this thing when we are praying for him. He has done a lot for the prayer before he come to this post. He has done a lot for Ajakuta as a whole. Helping the students, in school and every time they go to the community at Ajakuta here, he has been trying for us. That's why we are praying for him that he should come to this post. We thank God that he actually is success.
Others also appreciated him for always putting smiles on the faces of the people and pray Allah to take him to a greater height. Joy Dada, reporting for MLC TV.
As the 2023 Ramadan draws to a close, Muslims have been advised to continue to abstain from acts that are inimical to the society as practiced during the fasting period. The pioneer of Ojo Ar-Rahman Kumfayakum Islamic Prayer Center behind 500 housing units, Lokoja, Kogi State, Sheikh Hassan Mikailu Abejukolo, made the call in an interview at his residence. The Islamic cleric said keeping to the doctrines of Islam at all times was important, as it will enable them enjoy the blessings of Allah on the earth and in the hereafter.
Allah has created this month as a month of forgiveness, holy month, the month of Ibadah, which is appear once in a year. In beer parlor, no more customer. Section B, no fornication, no lie, no committing sin. Everybody has come back to his God, or our God. Whatever you say that you are not doing it again in this month, after this month, don't go and do it again. Verse for me and my sister, my brother in Islam, in every day, between you and your husband, fear God. Between you and your wife, fear God. Area you are living, fear God.
Sheikh Mikailu advised Muslims to stay united in love, embrace peace at all times, relate well with the people of other religion, and continue to serve as ambassadors of Islam through their deeds. Muslims in their numbers gathered to receive prayers and counsel as they also sang praises to Allah. On politics, a governorship candidate has emerged for the Action Alliance AA for the November governorship race in Kogi State. He is Olayinka Brimo. He was declared winner of the party's primary election, having polled a total of 101 votes to defeat his fellow contender, Simon Ogu, who scored 4 votes. Announcing the results after the Option A4 system primary election, Chairman of the Kogi State Action Alliance Electoral Committee, James Benebe, said, having scored the highest votes, Brimo is returned as the AA flag bearer to contest in the November 2023 governorship election in Kogi State. Our reporter Jennifer Odimayo has more.
Earlier, before the commencement of the primary election, one of the aspirants, Haruna Ada Sylvester, stepped down for Brimo, saying he believes in his capacity and outstanding leadership qualities.
I've decided to say I'm stepping down for the EXPULSION. That is no other person but Mr. Olayinka.
The election was conducted under a conducive environment described to be free, fair, and credible amidst tight security. Representatives of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) were present.
I, Venibe Avangwa James, Chairman, Election Committee for this primary election, I hereby declare Brimo Adeniran Olayinka the winner of this election.
Olayinka Brimo, the Action Alliance governorship candidate, while giving his acceptance speech, thanked the national, state leadership and supporters of the party for the confidence reposed in him, assuring that he will not disappoint them.
I say that, be rest assured with your support and with the support of God Almighty, we will deliver on the mandate that you have given to us. We will go ahead to win this election. We are confident in this. We are confident that with the support and with the support of God Almighty, we will succeed on this journey. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
The flag bearer pointed out that Kogi State is blessed with natural resources, adding that if voted into power, he will use the resources of the state to create wealth for the people.
And in terms of human capital development, I said it's going to be focused, not just building skill acquisitions, but skill acquisition to service a market that you are creating for the people. So you create the market, you train people to service the market you are creating. So to ensure that wealth is evenly distributed within your economy. So development does not happen by chance or by happenstance. It happens by intentional actions of visionary leaders. And that is what we are bringing to the table.
The AA candidate promised to give priority and attention to tourism development in the state, especially with the natural geographical location of Kogi, the confluence state. Jennifer Odimayo, reporting for MLC TV.
A chieftain of the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, and a governorship aspirant in the just concluded governorship primary election of the party in the state, Adebanji David Jimo, has appealed to all aggrieved members of the party to put their grievances behind and work for the interest and unity of APC. Adebanji, in a statement, noted that though there might be some concerns, as always in all elections, the party's interest should be a priority to all. He urged the leadership of the party to, as a matter of urgency, set up a high-powered reconciliation committee that would address all grievances emanating from the last concluded general elections, as well as the APC governorship primary election in Kogi State. This, he believes, will strengthen the party structure ahead of the forthcoming governorship election slated for November 2023. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
As suggested in the motion.
From 31st January to June 31st, 2023, say aye. Those against say nay, the ayes have it.
Do you know what it takes to lead? Do you understand what is politics? Do you have issues concerning the way we play politics? Do you have reservations about some political mugu? Do you want to serve or be served? Do you want to contest? Do you want to occupy any political office or be in charge of your world? All this and many more are what we discuss right here in the political arena. A program where we trash and arrange, condemn and commend, celebrate and blame all that play out in politics. Do not be told. Join me, Warner Valuable, every Saturday by 7 p.m. to throw more light on why we play politics the way we do and how we can play it better. Political Arena, building a government of the people and for the people. Don't miss it.
Welcome back. Still talking politics in Kogi State. Reactions have continued to trail the election of Ahmed Usman Ododo as the All Progressives Congress APC flag bearer in November 2023 governorship election in Kogi State. In a cross interview during the Iftar get-together session with the House of Representatives member-elect for Ajakuta Federal Constituency in Kogi State, Sani Abdurrahim, at his residence in Ganaja, the people expressed optimism that Ododo will serve the people of the state well if he emerges governor in the November governorship election. They described him as a man who had delivered optimally as the Auditor General for local government before he resigns to join the governorship race. Let's join our reporter for the detail.
Out of 7 aspirants that took part in the Kogi governorship primaries of the All Progressives Congress APC, Ododo was announced winner and returned candidate by the party election committee, ratified through a special congress at the Muhammadu Buhari Civic Center, Lokoja, the state capital. Speaking about his emergence, the House of Representatives member-elect for Ajakuta Federal Constituency, Sani Abdurrahim, described the candidacy of Ododo as the best choice for the party. Abdurrahim explained that the system has produced many, hence the choice of the system remains sacrosanct, calling on all members of the party to lay their weight behind him and ensure his success in the coming governorship election, slated for November 2023.
For having him to have the ticket of APC is not out of place. It's a product of hard work. It's a product of a system. And all of us were a product of a system. And anybody that came out of a system, I think we need to appreciate God for us, that we are still the same family, we are from the same father, from the same home. A governor is it's just a seat, that it was one person. And for him to come from the system, it means the system is growing. My advice is that we work together as a big family, because the benefit of us working together cannot be emphasized. Everybody has a space in the party. The party is large. Look at from federal, state, and local. Opportunities are very, very, very much. It's abound. So we have to work together so that we'll continue to benefit from the party. The party is enough for our need, but it will not be enough for our greed. The party is enough for our need. If we believe in this ideology, then the party is enough for us.
Similarly, a former chairman of the Nigeria Union of Journalists, Ali Atabo, who is also a stakeholder of the party in the state, noted that Ododo's candidacy will usher in better things for the people of the state and assured the party's victory in the November governorship race.
April 14 have come and gone. A winner from that exercise has emerged. I will call on all members of APC throughout Kogi State to come together to put the interests of the party first before any other consideration. As ethnic group, as whatever we are, APC is our symbol. And whatever we do for the growth, for the sustenance of the dominance of APC in the governance of Kogi State and Nigeria as a whole will be the priority of all of us. There is no need going for this one or this one or this one. It is a welcome development for all of us, and we pray that it will be embraced by all so that we can face other opponents. APC is not the only party. We have other political parties who are as well preparing for the governorship election. Once our house is in order, the sky will be our starting point.
Other members of the party expressed happiness over the success of Ododo at the party's primary and said they are committed to mobilizing the people at the grassroots.
It's a welcome development because Ododo, being a youthful man, somebody who is full of intellectual capacity, somebody who is very, very transparent, someone that has garnered support from both east, west and south, in fact from all the region of the state. I think he is the man whom the CAB fits to actually pilot the governance of Kogi State come November 11, inshallah.
The youths are expecting much from him, and he will deliver. We believe he can deliver.
Ahmed Usman Ododo will face candidates of other parties in the November governorship election that will produce a new governor who will take over from the incumbent Yahya Bello. I am Khadijat Mohammed, reporting for MLC TV.
The IJUMU All Progressives Congress, APC Progressives Mind, has described Senator Smart Adeyemi's reaction towards the just concluded party governorship primary as a desperate attempt to fault the process. President of the group, Kamaruddin Toyi, during a press briefing held in Lokoja, condemned the act, saying Smart's action was born out of his desperation to make sure the party will not present a candidate in the November governorship election in Kogi State. Our reporter has more.
Kamaruddin Toyi said as a people, they are not surprised that Senator Smart Adeyemi attacked Governor Yahya Bello because it's in his character.
We want several illustrious sons and daughters warned Governor Yahya Bello then about our son, that he is a snake, that no matter how good you are to him, he will bite you. That is exactly what Senator Smart Adeyemi is doing now. The reason the governor gave for supporting Senator Smart Adeyemi in 2019 was to push him for the Senate presidency. It was a selfless agenda to position Kogi State strategically for development. Today, Senator Smart Adeyemi has forgotten the past and living true to his character of ingratitude, falsehood, and all sort of evil machinations he is known for whenever he loses a political contest.
He maintained that the direct primary election was the fairest and the freest ever. Toyin said all financial APC members in IJUMU local government area, the country home of Senator Smart, came out in large numbers to vote massively for Ahmed Usman Ododo due to his past and present good records.
Friday APC governorship primary was the fairest, freest, and most credible ever in the annal of democratic sustainability in Nigeria. We commend Governor Bello Matawale and his team for the standard process. It was devoid of rancor and violence as the financial members of the party expressed their power and right to nominate the candidates of their choice. Smart Adeyemi's desperate attempt to fault the process was born out of his desperation to work with certain elements whose satanic agenda is to ensure our dear party is unable to present a candidate for the November 11 governorship poll in the state. With the successful conduct of the governorship primary, their aims have been declared offside and defeated.
The IJUMU APC Progressive Minds has equally called on the leadership of the party through its president, Kamaruddin Toyi, to investigate how non-members of the APC were hurriedly given membership cards strongly suspected to be fake.
As witnessed in all the parts of the state, financial members came out massively in IJUMU, Ilaire Igolaire, Okoroiga, Iletejoriga, Ogale Aduge, Egbeda Okedayo, Iyamoye Igbogbi, Ife Ikoyi, Iyara, Okoro Araromi, Odokoro, Ayetoro Ward 1, Ayetoro Ward 2, Ayegunle, Ilu Afon, Iyaye. Across IJUMU local government, the 15 wards across IJUMU local government, Senator ADEYEMI lost woefully to Ahmed Usman Ododo. It was the referendum on his woeful performance as a third-term senator. It is therefore not expected that the fairly beaten child is crying. We wish to call on the leadership of our party to investigate how non-members of the APC were hurriedly given membership cards strongly suspected to be fake. They could give fake cards, but they couldn't fabricate payments of deals for them. It is therefore ludicrous to display wanton desperation and falsehood that the process was faulty.
As a member of the party in IJUMU local government area, Kamadin Toyin commended Governor Yaya Bello and the National Electoral Committee for providing a level playground for all aspirants, and added that the process has produced the best candidate and they are confident of victory in November 2023 governorship election. He called on the entire APC members in IJUMU to immediately commence expulsion proceedings against Senator Smart Adeyemi for his actions.
As members of the party in IJUMU local government area from Ilaire, Igolaire ward, we commend the governor for allowing a level playing ground for all the contestants, the 7 contestants. That process has produced the best candidate, and we are confident of victory in November by the special grace of God. We also call on the APC in IJUMU local government area to immediately commence expulsion proceedings against Smart Adeyemi, as he has become cancerous to our party, APC.
Recall that Senator Smart Adeyemi and 4 others alleged that the APC did not conduct any primary election in the state. Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV.
Executives of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, from KABBA-BUNU and IJUMU local government areas have described Leke ABEJIDE as the only recognized candidate for the November governorship election in Kogi State. The stakeholders made their position known at a crucial meeting by the ADC KABBA-BUNU IJUMU chapter held in Kabba. The secretary of Asuta Ward, Kabba, Aguda Shegun Damilare, said an acclaimed winner of the party's governorship primaries, Dele Bello, did not bring form for the ESCOs to sign, noting that they are not aware of his candidacy. He pointed out that the only candidate they know is Leke ABEJIDE. Similarly, the ADC chairman for KABBA-BUNU, Kayode Andrew, and his counterpart from IJUMU, Adeyemi Felix, described the action of Dele Bello as efforts aimed at undermining the party's chances in the governorship election in Kogi State. They promised to work for Leke ABEJIDE, whom they described as the only candidate with the capacity to lead the party to victory. Reactions have continued to trail the conduct of the 2023 presidential election as some Nigerians expressed dissatisfaction with the poll. This was the feeling at an online protest organized by the Free Nigeria movement at a strategic meeting as part of measures for further engagement with the Nigerian public, most of whom may not be disposed to participate in its physical protest. Respondents berated the 180-day window for litigation, describing it as bogus and unrealistic, alleging that the incumbent can influence the decision by the courts. They called for the conclusion of all cases before May 29th if there can be any semblance of justice on the matter. While describing the action of the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu as unfortunate. They called on the judiciary to ensure that it acts in ways that can restore the hope of all Nigerians. The convener of the group, Dr. Moses Paul, who also moderated the session, said the group adopted the option as part of moves to innovate ways of engaging with Nigerians. Paul added that the continued silence of most Nigerians over the conduct and outcome of the presidential poll is regrettable. On crime, Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki has set up a committee to check cases of homicide in the state. Obaseki made this known while briefing journalists after the monthly Security Council meeting held at the Government House, Benin City. The governor said the Security Council also mandated the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, to work with the state government to rid spots where drugs are being sold across Benin City and other areas in the state. He said his government is concerned about the incident of homicide in the state, as 51 people have been killed in 2023 alone, stressing that such cases will become a thing of the past in the state. Decrying the poor state of federal roads in Edo, Obaseki said the council also reviewed the transportation sector and is worried that the state may be cut out from other parts of the country if nothing is done urgently. The State Commissioner of Police, CP Dankwara Muhammad, reassured of the readiness of the police to perform her duty at all times. On the foreign scene, unemployment in the United Kingdom has edged higher in 3 months to the end of February as the country's economy continues to be impacted by high inflation. An official data from the Office of National Statistics showed that the rate increased to 3.8% from 3.7% in 3 months. The ONS said the increase was driven by people who are unemployed up to 6 months. A director of economic statistics, Darren Morgan, said the number of days lost to strikes picked up again in February. Public and private sector workers have been striking since last year to try and win increases to pay, whose value has been eroded by elevated inflation. Jonah Malik has the latest sports news.
And on sports updates, Mohamed Salah and Diego Jota both scored twice as Liverpool claimed a first league win in 5 games by inflicting a second successive home hammering on Leeds United, who remain mid-deep in the relegation battle. The Reds had not won since putting 7 unanswered goals past Manchester United at the start of March, but after a slow start, they ruthlessly dismantled helpless Leeds United. Trent Alexander-Arnold used an arm to control the ball, but neither the referee or VAR felt it worthy of penalizing before he then drove forward to set up Cody Gakpo for the opener. Soon after, Salah fired in from an angle to double the leads and put the visitors in control. Leeds were given hope after the break when Luis Sinestra dispossessed ponderous Ibrahima Konate and cleverly chipped the ball past Alisson. However, Liverpool quickly responded through Jota's neat finish, the Portugal forward's first goal since April 2022. After seeing a goal ruled out for an offside, Salah then slotted home at the end of a superb move to put the game to bed before Jota grabbed his own second from a Jordan Henderson's cross. Substitute Darwin Núñez completed the route with a neat side foot finish against a shambolic Whiteside, who conceded 5 last weekend at home to Crystal Palace and now have the worst defensive record in the Premier League. On an encouraging night for the visitors, there was also a return to action for Luis Diaz as he made his first appearance since October as a late substitute. Jurgen Klopp's side remain 8th in the Premier League table, a point behind 7th place Brighton and 2 shy of Aston Villa in 6th. Still on sports, Ghana is seeking $3 billion bailout from the International Monetary Fund (IMF) to solve their economic crisis as well as host the postponed 2023 All-African Games. Reports monitored from Accra indicate that Ghanaian Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta met with the IMF and World Bank in Washington, District of Columbia, in its build-up to the delayed African Games in Accra and was encouraged by the result. The country's financial problems were the major reason cited for the postponement of the African Games in Accra, now due to take place from March 8 to 24th, 2024. Ghana's effort to host the 13th edition was equally hampered by disagreement over marketing rights, which has delayed the completion of the required facilities. The country has been struggling to complete the facilities required to host the game. The main arena for the games, which is situated at Beit-Eman, is well behind schedule. Accra, Kumasi and Cape Coast are expected to be the three cities to host the competition. Meanwhile, a team from Rugby Africa led by its president Herbert Mensah on Monday, April 17, 2023 was in Accra to inspect the dedicated rugby stadium under construction for the games. And that's all on the sports update. I am Jonah Malik reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thank you, Jonah. Joy Dada takes the entertainment segment from here.
Davido visit Lagos Commissioner of Police ahead of timeless concert. Hollywood star stay in hospital after 1 week. Welcome to our entertainment world. I am Joy Dada. Ahead of his highly anticipated Lagos concert, popular Afrobeat star Davido has paid a visit to Lagos Commissioner of Police Idowu Owonhunwa. Davido is playing the safety of his fans and everyone else that will attend his timeless concert, slated for April 23rd at the Tafawa Balewa Square, necessitated the visit. According to him, collaborating with the police force was his team's way of making intentional moves to cater for the safety of all attendees alongside the hosts. Crossing over to Europe, Hollywood star Jamie Foxx is still in hospital a week after his daughter revealed he has been admitted following a medical complication. Reports confirmed that the star of films such as Collateral and Ray was in a Georgia hospital undergoing tests. Last week, his daughter, Karen Fox, in a statement revealed that her father had experienced a medical complication, but due to quick action and great care, he was already recovering. The family did not share the cause of his ill health. Thanks for joining me. I am Joy Dada, reporting for MLC TV.
Thanks for the update, Joy. And that is the size of our package for today. If you like what we are doing, do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook pages, MLC TV and MLC TV 2, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, Twitter, MLC TV 1. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comment, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachite TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sunday 6 p.m. Women's World, and Monday 9 a.m. The Opinion. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Joshua Adinoy. Thanks for watching.